Greetings, citizens. It's the Major again, and today we're going to take a little lighthearted detour over to a place of great mirth and merriment, and that is the Greg Bovino for President 2028 website. He's actually thinking, he's exploring a presidential run. This is the part where we throw back our heads in laughter, because the idea that anybody wants this little fun-sized Snicker bar fascist to be president of this country is fantastic. And if you go to the website, the landing page is just this blatantly Nazi imagery of him in his Nazi trench coat. And the copy here is House Bovino, men fight back. And the core tenet of his candidacy is that we're going to deport the 106 million illegal immigrants in this country. Never mind that the Pew Center survey in 2023 estimated the number of illegal people in this country as 14 million. But somehow there's 106 million now, and we're going to get rid of them all. Don't bother to go into the logistics of how much effort this would take and how long it would take. I mean, Biden somehow deported or turned back at the border 4 million in 4 years, which is a high watermark. He was definitely the returner in chief. And I think Obama managed 3.1 million in 8 years because it takes a lot of time. And unless, of course, you eradicate due process, which is what they're trying to do, to just railroad a matter. Anyway, this is a total swamp fever dream, fictional problem but that's the core thing, is like, we're going to get all the non-white people out of the country. And this guy is just, it's hilarious. I'm looking, what can I tell you? The guy just got back from something in Portugal, some far-right neo-Nazi gathering where they all got together and talked about the glories of the white race or whatever. Not a lot of media coverage of that, which is fine. This guy doesn't really deserve the coverage. I just kind of am doing this today just to have a chuckle at how delusional these people are. And his Nazi trench coat, he's just, he's incredible. He thinks that people want this. The one thing, I'm looking at the website now, the one thing that's funny is lackluster civic engagement requirements that we're going to institute basically compulsory voter participation, which I love, meaning that those who are legally confirmed to be eligible and refuse to engage in the American electoral process will be required to deliver either a fixed rate of human capital that contributes to the betterment of society, or if they so choose, a fixed financial cost. I love this. Compulsory voter participation. It was that 80% turnout in Hungary that finally got rid of Orban there. So, and what do we average? About 64%, which is among the lowest in the world. We don't show up and vote. If we had, we wouldn't be in this dystopian nightmare. But I do love this part of the platform. Compulsory voting, Greg, I gotta hand. I mean, it's totally political suicide for Republicans, which for some reason he doesn't understand. That's why they're trying to restrict voting rights, because 65% of Americans don't support any of this. And I think Trump made a comment about, if everybody voted, Republicans would never win another election. So, once in a while, he just accidentally says something that's true. He accidentally says the quiet parts out loud. I mean, they're all doing that more and more these days. But, yeah. I mean, if everybody showed up and voted, these people wouldn't be in office. There's no question about that. And I love it. Like, that's what we need. We need huge turnout in November to overcome all the cheating and the rigging and the voter suppression and then the BS. I mean, they're going to lose and they're going to refuse to accept the results, and we'll deal with that. At some point, they're going to try to get it to the Supreme Court, to get the Supreme Court to say, yes, it's fine, the shenanigans and nonsense you're doing. But there's going to be no evidence of voter fraud. And then the question is going to be, are just going to straight disobey court orders, and then we have a right-wing coup in broad daylight. Anyway, that's topic for another day. But this thing about Greg Bovino thinking that somebody wants a Nazi white supremacist like this as president is just laughable. That is the one thing that I particularly dislike Trump for, is that the rise of Trumpism has enabled all the Nazis and the white supremacists to come out from under their rocks and think that it's perfectly fine for them to parade around in public like Charlottesville and everywhere else. And it's not. It's not. Nobody wants what they're selling. Americans don't want this. You look at the poll numbers, you look at everybody going, what the hell is going on here? Nobody wants this. But we're stuck with it for now because at the moment, the Confederacy has won and the Confederacy is in charge. Hopefully we can turn this around. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably not supporting Greg Bovino for president.